Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Abdiel. So now I want to talk to you guys about the recruiting process. The very first thing you got to do, oh, and sorry, to start off, any of these companies, most of them will require you to have your permit already. So that's one of the things that you have to do right away. If you're thinking about joining them, make sure that you have your permit. It's very easy to obtain. I'm from Georgia, and in Georgia, it's a walk in. So I didn't have to make an appointment. If I was ready, I just showed up, waited my turn, took the test, and passed it. I've actually passed my permit 2 times because the first time I did, it expired, but I'll make another video on that too. And I'll even let you guys know how and what I studied to pass the test. I didn't really study or read anything. It's an app that I use, but I'll share it with you guys in the future. So anyway, assuming you have uh, your permit and assuming you don't have any violations on your driving license, then basically you can apply for them. That's all they care about. You would have to fill out an initial application and consent to all their policies. Obviously, they're going to do a background check, so they want to have your consent. They do a background check, and um, while the background check is, processing, then you would go through you get assigned a recruiter. Then the recruiter goes over all the job opportunities and listings that Schneider has available in your area. So they send you a link after you sign the initial application, and on that link you type in your zip code, and when you do that, you can filter from all the different options that they have: team driving, solo driving, reefer, dry van, flatbed, tanker. They have so many options, so many things that you can choose from, and I'll make a separate video on that as well. But anyway, so you go over all the job options and then you pick one. You choose one that you like, and you sign the paperwork. Assuming everything goes good, your background check comes back clean, then you guys can proceed. Then you also do a drug test. On the drug test, they're gonna do um, a urine test and hair follicle test. So be prepared. They actually do have to cut at least an inch long hair follicles. So you got to figure out where you're gonna want them to pull them hairs from or cut them from, because if you're gonna do it from the hair, you got to make sure it's wherever you want. Beard is probably not long enough, but they do require at least an inch long, and yeah, it's a urine and follicle hair testing. With all that is said and done, then you sign all the paperwork, and this is basically where it starts to make, when it's getting more real. You're by this time already, your recruiter's already calling you. They're already gonna let you know your dates, the dates of your training, when it is. Um, they're gonna be sending you emails about your flight, your hotel stay, and all that good stuff. Um, so yeah, you sign the paperwork, it makes it official, and then you just basically wait for the actual date when they send you. For me, it started November 1 of 2021. So like I said, I've been here for 2 weeks. So that's basically the whole entire recruiting process. And okay, so after that, your very first day is orientation, obviously, but I'm not going to get into details. I'll make a separate video on that. But I just want to set the school class expectations. So it's going to be 2 weeks in school, in the class, whether that's testing on videos, on safety, on their actual workflow and their tablets that they assign to you, whether it's backing, whether it's driving out on the streets, testing you, teaching you first and then testing you. Those are the 2 weeks. Then, if everything goes well, and I'll explain to you why, you get 2 weeks on the road with an assigned TE, training engineer. It's basically one of the company drivers that signs up to be a training or instructor on the road. And so that's another 2 weeks that you do for them. And your fifth week is a little bit of practice the first couple of days. And then you also do your testing at the end with the DMV. That's the school expectations through Schneider. 2 weeks in class, 2 weeks on the road. The 5th week is supposed to be your week where you practice some more backing, parallel, everything you need to know, and then you do your testing. Hopefully you pass, and then you graduate, you get your CDL license. Now, supposedly, right, 2 weeks on the road and 2 weeks in class, because they have so many students are actually signing up with Schneider that they're filling in their classes to the maximum capacity, to the point where they don't have enough training engineers or drivers, that company drivers, that are signing up for this type of program to help them in their apprenticeship program. So we were a class of 24, 25. 4 people got let go right away because they were just not capable of driving on the streets. And we were a remainder of 20. And out of those 20, only 2 people, I was not included. 2 people actually went out and got assigned today, Saturday. They actually went out and they left with their driving training engineers. So out of 20, only 2 left. So far, this has been the only thing I didn't like about Schneider. It was not part of the contract I signed. It's something not expected, but according to them, they think it's not a big deal because they're giving you an extra week of training, right? And they're gonna pay me again, the $80 a day and the meals and all that stuff. So it's not in my favor. That's not what I wanted, but it's what I have to go through, and at least they're paying me for it, and they're giving me the meals and all that stuff, so it's all right. It's not that bad, I guess. But at first, I was a little bit upset. But anyway, so that's the reason why I chose Schneider. And if you have any other schools out there that you can recommend, let me know in the video. It would be interesting to see what other companies are out there in schools. Not for me, because I'm already in this, but for other people that might watch the video, might find it like they can relate to this information. Maybe other people are looking for companies out there too. So if you have a better company than Schneider, according to what I've mentioned, put it down in the comments. Help me out also by giving a like to the video, and that would definitely help me out. And it would help me also, spreading the word also. So you have somebody that's interested in trucking, that's looking into a school, haven't watched the video. I feel like I gave a lot of good information and compared to some good companies out there, big companies. So anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time and help. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one.